precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Extra point hooks him up, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jackson now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. These two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-0. 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he's brought down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed.
And this time he is in. Yes. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Throwing is Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his big tight end here. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now it's Wilson. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. 7 yards, the pickup there. Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Wilson will throw again. He'll check this one down to Crow. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
You got him.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready. Got one. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Three down. Check your hot read. Check. Let's go.
They go play action with Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Chopper. Bravo.
Here's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A short kick taken at the 18. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Big yardage that time for the Jets. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Let's make these babies crawl on the way back home. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Let's go.
Play action. It's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Gabriel Davis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll drop to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. He'll air this one out deep for Davis, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On second down, it's Carter, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. To throw is Wilson. He'll drop this underneath to Carter, and he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run on first down. Carter, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? I said it. Let's go.
Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Complete. Smith has it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
57's Mike. Mike 57. So don't say nothing. Check 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Let's go.
They'll run with Carter. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Right after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the interception, here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. He'll be taken down. The Jets get it there for the sack. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 15. They'll set up a throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became...
And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Guys, pick it up. Tight left, tight left. 3 down, 3 down. Watch 18. 18's the mic. Check. Mike 18.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Here we go. Set. And Tucson. Tight. Mike 18. Mike 18. Go. 3 bud. Watch 18. 18. Go.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Zach Wilson as time expires in the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. A handoff for Gibson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
That's quickly out wide to Davis. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19, the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this 3rd quarter. That return for 6 points. We now have a game again.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. There's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Wilson on first down. Powers past him at the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 of the 4. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, a run with Carter. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Steps away. And now here's another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a play is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Antonio Gibson, 97 yards. And the Dolphins have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Let's 57, let's go!
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a...
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike 50. Yeah, I got you.
To throw again is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Okay, Frank. Mike 29. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
We got 6. All right.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st down, Wilson. Room to run past midfield. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Julian Blackman able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
61. Matchbox. Right. Bravo. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Now he's flushed out right. Space to run past the 20. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And he slides to a halt inside the 10.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Let's get off the field. Get off the field, D. Ready to go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd down and goal. Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Play action. Now Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for two. They'll try and run it here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll come out throwing here on first down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Gibson, 40 yards. And the Dolphins are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Jets, 34. Jason Sanders kicking off 1 point.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Wilson. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making you...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 13. Open net is Waddle complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they will take a knee here. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the losses continue to mount as they drop to 0-11 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.